Hey, what's happening, Roland? I'll tell you what's happening in my world. We were about ready to get evacuated. There's a great big giant fire here in Naples, Florida. It's 10,000 acres. It's just about 12, 15 miles away. It's coming this way, but the winds seem to be steering it a little bit south towards the Alligator Alley. The police have come and told us to get all our stuff ready. So I got all my trucks packed with guns and all my fishing tackle. I got my boats ready to run. And they're liable to tell us to leave, because the fire is not very far. It's kind of foggy, but you can see the fire. And a lot of helicopters are flying around. It's a big time deal. So anyway, we're with these woods here and the wind blowing from the northeast like it is, it could easily send sparks and embers all down into our property and probably burn us up. But anyway, hey, that's the bad part. The good part is that I went fishing this last couple of days. Oh, and the other good part, it's starting to rain. Hey, that's the deal. So we might have a reprieve after all. You know, we might have to evacuate, but with the rain, I think we're going to be all right. Anyway, the neat thing is we caught a lot of bass a couple of days ago, went down the Everglades, used the whopper popper, used the worm. Let me just show you some pictures. It's really, really cool. The biggest I caught was almost 8 pounds. This one here was just about 8 pounds right there. Just a little bit shy of 8 pounds. Okay, let's back up a little bit and go down to some more pictures. Here, some pictures. Oh, there's about a 5.5. Oh, no, that's 2 fish. That's 2 fish hit the whopper plopper. Look at this. We'll show the whopper plopper. I got the whopper plopper right here. That's that whopper plopper right here, that same one. And look there, 2, 3.5 pound bass ate the plug at the same time. That's really cool. Another big old bass, that's about a 6 pound bass, and it ate the whopper plopper as well. There's Jerry, my partner, Jerry Brousseau. I've done a lot of film work with him, and we fish at Lake Okeechobee tournaments together. He's jumping a 3 or 4 pounder. He's using a worm a lot, and he's doing really good on a worm. Now there's about a 5 on a whopper plopper as well. Now there's Jerry with one of his worm fish. That's about a 6.5 pounder on a worm. And that's a really good one. He's jumping another big one. Jerry's jumping a frog fish. I think the next picture you'll see it. It's a 7 pound. That's like a 7 pound bass on a frog. And that's really, really cool. Now there I caught a really good one on a whopper plopper. I think that's 6.5 pounds. Another 5, and another, oh, there I'm weighing one. I think that was 6 pounds. And there's another one, 5 or some, 5.5. There's a 7.5. There's a 7.5 pounder. So anyway, that's just some of the fish we caught. And what we were catching them on is Jerry caught a couple on this tikla frog. Now I don't have any kind of deal with tikla. It's just I use the thing because it works. I have a deal, of course, with Yamamoto, and you did use the worm. Now I always do that because I had a little different deal with the worm. Now let me just tell you what worm I'm using. I'm not using the Cinco. I have plenty of Cincos, and I love Cincos. This is a new worm by Yamamoto. It's a 6.5 inch cut tail. It's kind of like a Cinco, and the nice thing about it is kind of heavy and fat right here, and it goes on the hook. When I'm using in this case, about a 3/16 ounce weight with a little peg on it, and that's 50 pound braid, by the way. But there's a lot of big fish and a lot of hydrilla, so you really have to get strong and pull them out. But anyway, that casts good, and they really are biting it. And black was a good color. And I tried a couple other colors, but black cut tail seemed to be the whole deal. Okay. Also used the hardtail grub. But let me just tell you, of all the lures that I'm fishing right now, this is so much more fun. Now, this isn't a target lure. This is for big, wide open water where you have a lot of big open holes in the hydrilla, and you don't know exactly where the fish are. You're not really fishing a target with this lure. You're making a long cast and just coming over across edges and big open holes of water. Now, when it comes to a target, like a boat dock or a log or a stump or something, that's where I use my devil's horse. And I use the devil horse a lot, but that's more of a target bait. This is more of an open water bait that I can just, but the thing about this big chatterbait, well, it's not a chatterbait, the big whopper plopper is that I can make a huge long cast with it. I'm talking about over 100 foot cast. And this is actually a musky lure. I don't have a deal with these people either. I'm just telling you how good it is. And these are great big musky hooks. These are big 4/0. Why not 4/0? These are, I don't know what. Let's see, that's a number 2. That might be, I don't know. I'm not even sure what size it is. But it's a 4X hook Well, that's what I'm trying to say. 4X is super strong. So this is good for muskies and it's good for big bass. You're not, with 65-pound line, you're not going to straighten that hook out. Anyway, that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been having a lot of fun fishing with this little canoe right here. And one of the ways I do it is I put the canoe in the big boat, and there's a place I go where I go over a levee and go into the big marsh with the canoe, and that's kind of a cool deal. But anyway, hey, if I don't have to evacuate and I don't lose my equipment and my boats and motors and stuff, I'll be fishing again next week. And so that's what's happening in my world, and thanks for subscribing. We'll see you again soon.